And there we go again. It was super short notice. Titan versus Invasion. I just woke up and saw it still happening, even though we took it already off our schedule. So that was the best timing probably for waking up whatsoever. Anyway, my name is HeflaTV from HeflaTV here, and as I said, I'm glad I'm with you guys. On the tickers and everywhere, we're probably gonna show up a bit late because the tickers always take like 10 to 15 minutes to update. So I'm just glad that one of those players, I think of Invasion, no, actually of Titan, they were missing till like 23 minutes in or post 1 PM here, and that's why I had the chance to at least make all the social posts and get our stream up on all the sites. So, and all that being said, this is the joinDOTA League Season 2. We are playing here 2 games. It can possibly, of course, be 2-0 or 1-1, either way. Let's hop into the draft and let's see what we got there. We have, of course, already absolute standard bans already incoming. We have, of course, Batch Rider with the Lasso Initiation. The Global Presence with the Furin is being taken out. That's a very common ban even in the C region. Like, we see so many teams taking it out all the time. On the other side, we have Ancient Apparition and the Invoker, and now the first ban goes towards Invasion. About co-cast, I already got asked in chat. So far I don't have a co-caster. Like, I wrote all of the HeflaTV stuff, but all of them thought like, yeah, oh fine, the game is not happening, so I don't know, let's go real life, let's go sleep, whatever. And yeah, that means I'm alone. I have to carry it all alone. Maybe for game number 2 I'm getting a co-caster in, who knows. So far it seems like all of my guys are sleeping, which is of course bad. And I have to be very honest, I have to even open the page with the new patch notes for all those who don't know. Like, there is a 6.81b out, and some of the heroes have been a bit twitched here and there, like twitched and tweaked. So let's see actually what's happening there. And the funny part is the first pick already is one of those heroes that have been changed. So for Mirana we have, I mean, nothing too major in my opinion. I mean, the stun, like if you give the stun directly in the face of someone, is a bit lower. Like the minimum stun is now on 0.0 seconds, and the damage is like similarly nerfed. But to be honest, I don't think that has too much of an effect, unless really that 0.04 seconds different is, I don't know, maybe translates into 1 right click, but I doubt that. Like if a Mirana gives you like a really face-to-face arrow, then mostly it's just there for the damage and everything. But yeah, Lycan, for example, has been picked on the other side, and also he has been one of those heroes who has received a nerf. The nerf is not as significant as it might sound. Like, first of all, his howl lost 2 seconds, and the howl bonus damage, actually, it remains the same if you put all 4 points in it. But the most interesting part is we see most of the Lycans being picked up and howl used on level 1, similar to the chilling touch of the Ancient Apparition, because it's just it was just immense what damage it gave. It was the scaling was 20, 30, 40, 50, and now it's 14, 26, 38, and 50. So eventually you will get there to the 50 damage, but on the way you will have less for pretty much everybody. That's the whole deal. So, and that all being said, like the first 2 heroes are the 2 heroes that have been changed a bit forth and back. And now let's see what else we got. We have the Enchantress and the Ember Spirit. So Invasion, they're pretty much securing already 2 potential cores, unless the Mirana is in a full support role, which I doubt. And on the other side, of course, Titan, they're getting some jungle power in their draft with the Enchantress. That means, let's see what we're gonna see. If we have maybe some early tower, if she gets the right creeps, especially followed up by, yeah, getting a kill with a Centaur, with a Dark Troll Summoner, that would be, of course, possible. But you need to have a bit luck. Like, the past couple times I casted Chens and Enchantress, they weren't really lucky. They had, like, I don't know, Hellbear Smashers and other stuff that is not the best, at least not for a lockdown. So the second ban rotation is also already on its way, and well, we have the ET. Okay, that's something I didn't see coming, to be honest. Like, the Elder Titan, not so popular anymore. I actually don't know why, to be honest, because there's still many drafts where I would see Elder Titan fitting in, but then again, for example, with the Wraith King, there has been like, yeah, similar heroes like for stun and stun initiation. The ultimate of the ET, in my opinion, is still a very weak one. Like the position and everything, it's easy to dodge unless you have a perfect setup already. And really, the biggest thing comes, of course, with his aura, but for that you also have to draft properly again. So, yep, I can understand why you don't want him, but then again, there's potentially a lot better heroes to ban out, especially if you have Enchantress and a Lycan and you don't want to have heavy stunners. For example, a Wraith King would have been something I would fear if I was Titan. But let's not talk about too much about the ET. We have a Viper on the other side. That's of course something like against the Enchantress. Viper is pretty nasty because you get really slowed, and then it's all about like magical damage to get an Enchantress really down as soon as she has like points into untouchable. The Viper Strike is of course one huge chunk of damage potentially coming on her. So yeah, Viper also against Ember Spirit in the mid potentially. It's a legit one, I think. Tidehunter, well, we don't even need to talk about Tidehunter. Like, since he got his Anchor Smash buff, absolutely amazing that hero, how he was performing, farming Ancients, being a decent offlaner, being very fast involved. We saw some Tidehunters in the last week being godlike, like really from an offline to pretty much the MVP of a match. And of course, I don't even want to talk about Ravage. I mean, it's still a very strong ultimate. Like you're gonna be forced into BKBs if you want to avoid it, but even there, like the rest of your team is still being stunned. You can't go for 5 BKBs. So Titan is also taking out another offliner here. We have the Darkseer. So yeah, no wall, no vacuum, no surge, and no pesty little iron shells that prevent you from farming. So I can understand the Darkseer one, even though I think when it comes to bans, the Darkseer is given too much credit, because every time I don't see him banned, I barely see him being picked up. I probably casted like, I don't know, 3 or 4 Darkseers in the last 30 games or so, and not every time he was banned. So that's definitely very interesting. And yep, the third picks are coming out. We have a Clockwork. So Clockwork initiation it is. I mean, it's not the most effective one against Mirana and Ember Spirit. I mean, you have to. I mean, the biggest problem about Ember is, of course, he has the Remnant, and he doesn't really care. Even if he's the only target in Assault Battery, you still get your Remnant out, and you can just zap away. With the Mirana, well, sometimes you get like some lucky interrupts here and there before the leap cast comes out, but eventually also Mirana getting out of the cock. So like Clockwork, interesting pick, I have to say. Of course he's very good if you get those people after the Remnant, and maybe even with Remnants depleted here in the Ember, or of course the Mirana after she used sleep. Then it would be very interesting, because then they can't do anything there unless there is a support, maybe with the Force Staff. I'm talking about Force Staff. A potential yielder of a Force Staff could be, of course, Shadow Shaman, but then again, it's also not a prior item directly on him. For the Shadow Shaman, well, we have some pushing potential coming out with him here, and of course, quite a nice set of CC with the Shackles and the Hacks, as well as, of course, the Ether Shock, which is a magical burst tool. I always like these subs with the Ether Shock are often, quite often actually, underestimated on the Shadow Shaman. Many people fall to this because they just don't expect this 300 damage coming your way.
Skywrath Mage.
And now, yeah, now it actually gets interesting. So Skywrath Mage it is, and he's also one of those heroes who received a small tweak here in the 6.81b patch, and not just a small one actually. Like the Ancient Seal damage, it used to be on max points 36% damage amplification, and now it's 45. I mean, it's not that huge, but it's of course still a chunk of percentage scaling damage. That means Yep, Skywrath Mage, he was already here and there utilized by a couple of teams. Well, not just a couple, actually quite a few. And it worked out so and so. Sometimes we saw them really horribly losing, and the Skywrath Mage then in the end being countered by, I don't know, we saw different approaches, like of course BKB, one of the first choices to go against him. Then we have also Plate Mails, etc., where he's pretty much killing himself on a tanky target against the Plate Mail. But yeah, with this, he's also of course a nice hero to buff the overall damage, especially in a team fight. If you have to bring down a target that is already quite tanky, then this additional, I mean, how much is that? It's 9% buff eventually. It used to scale 18, 24, 13, 36. Now it's 30, 35, 4, and 45. So from 30% on scaling on level 1, which is already huge. I mean, the first point already is close to what we had in the 4 points before, 6.81b. So that means actually just 1 point in it right now is actually quite powerful. So I definitely like that one. And well, on the other side we have a Bristleback. For Bristleback I don't think anything, no, for Bristleback he did not receive any buffs whatsoever, like at least not here in the 6.81 B patch, but of course he's still a very strong hero. I mean, the Quill Spray is coming out, Nezuko is very annoying, like on all of those targets that want to run away. Skywrath Mage, Enchantress, not the fastest heroes anyway, Nezuko will do the rest. The Quill Spray, I mean, all of those heroes, they don't have quite a HP pool. I mean, Lycan is gonna get tanky at some point, but of course he also received in 6.81 already a nerf on his shapeshift form. Morphling, yeah, well, that is someone in the chat already said it. Someone is predicting a Morphling pickup, and yes, he was right. So shout out to Invisible Blue. That was a nice call. Seeing this Morphling happening. Morphling, everything remains the same with that hero at least. And there we have our heavy core. So we have quite some pushing power with the Lycan, of course. Lycan Howl, Lycan Wolves, as well as the Enchantress bringing creeps in. The Skywrath Mage, let's see where he's gonna lane. At the moment it looks like a mid hero. And yeah, we have a Doom on the other side to round the whole thing up. Of course the Doom, quite nice if you catch the Lycan before his ultimate. Skywrath Mage here and there, of course, an occasional kill without him getting, for example, concussive shot out. I was about to say percussive shot, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, also on the Morphling it's quite nice, so you can't morph out or wave away. For Clockwork we have similar things. So the Doom overall, a decent pickup. I mean, potentially the Doom and the Bristleback going really tanky, while the Mirana and the Ember Spirit, they will eventually also dish out quite some damage. With the Shadow Shaman we have some pushing potential. So both teams actually having, a decent draft, I have to say. But then again, you have to fear, of course, also the pushing power of Titan, as well as the Morphling transitioning too fast in too much damage. And that all being said, like, for all the mistakes, by the way, I do, like, I hope I'm gonna be excused, guys. As I said, I joined this lobby on a super short notice, because for all those who just joined now, by the way, because this game was supposed to be postponed till, I think, either later tonight or tomorrow or something. And I woke up 5 minutes after 1, and I was like, oh wait, joinDOTA just posted the password. How is that possible? The game was supposed to be postponed. So I still tried to join the lobby in, and they actually then the admin told me, it's short notice, it actually is happening. So I did everything I can to get the posts as fast as possible out there, started the stream, everything was total chaos, but in the end I mean I managed, and of course some of you people found here, which I'm very happy about. So let's introduce the team before we start here to rock pretty much. Ned is playing here the Skywrath Mage, we have Axe playing on the Enchantress, then KYX is playing the Morphling, we have Ohai on the Clockwork, who is already, I don't know, I wouldn't say in trouble, but they eat at least through the trees here to prevent him from creep propelling. NWP on the Lycan. So on the other side, of course, here we have the Doom on Snow. I've said ADTR is here, that nice couple with their Rasta plus of course the Mirana. In the mid we have EZG on the Ember Spirit, and last but not least is here Ghost playing the Bristleback. So that's all the players. Let's have fast a look at the wards. Like both of those dire wards are actually nice laning wards to give vision, of course, as well as vision onto rotations. This dire ward, of course, is also a bit more passive, giving vision here into whatever is coming in there as a rotation, as a gank attempt. It leaves actually Titan without any vision on the runes. So we have no ward here and we have no ward there. And if you look on the Radiant side, we have pretty much the same, because here is a nice ward. It's giving vision here, of course, into top as well as here into the side. Whoever is rotating in. And to be honest, who has the second one? Yeah, there. Mirana has the second observer ward, and he's still holding on to it. I guess this is gonna be, I don't know, a ward here. Yeah, I was right. It is a ward there. I mean, with this ward, at least you have vision here to the top rune, but that's pretty much it. So in the meantime, we see Bristleback not being very happy. He pretty much just received half a level worth of XP, because the Skywrath Mage is just trying to get him out here with the Arcane Bolt level 1. He's getting all the harass damage already, and the Shadow Shaman, oh, they actually got the kill here on the Doom, on the Clockwork. That was, oh, we have to actually look into it. What was it? Yeah, that was Shackles at the shock combination as soon as they were level 2. So a nice start here in the end on the offline. The Clockwork not so happy, of course, because dying on the offline is the worst thing that can happen to you. I mean, you're mostly interested, of course, into getting the most XP out of it. Now we have an Illusion Rune here top, and Bristleback wants it, but Enchantress maybe trying to deny. Nope, eventually not getting it. There was a Troll Summoner in the mid actually doing some harass on the Ember Spirit. Now of course taking some damage off the tower, yet surviving. But this is quite some early harass actually coming out by the Enchantress. There is the creep she wants to. The Wild Ring Whipper, Ripper. And I just said Whipper. The Wild Ring Whipper. Please Volvo, rename the hero please. Thanks. But either way, this one can actually get quite annoying with a tornado on the mid against the Ember. So yep, that definitely looks interesting. So let's see what we got. I mean, the Doom in CS at the moment doing quite fine. 9 and 3 actually. It's less than I expected, but he was busy, of course, killing the Clockwork there. Being part of that first kill is granting him, of course, quite some gold. Now he's catching up. The Devour is pretty much ticking already. The only problem he got, of course, he spent a lot of mana, of course, because he had to use the Scorched Earth. I don't know if they utilized the Warstorm before, or if he actually took it afterwards in the jungle. I didn't look at that, but I don't know, maybe a Ring of Basilisk wouldn't be bad for him to like keep that Devour running. Right now we see a Devour not being used, and it costs now 60 mana, so he's having that in 2, and he needs it desperately. That is all potential gold being lost. In the mid, well, the CS are looking quite decent. The Ember is 21 and 5, while the Lycan is 13 and 4, so Lycan doing absolutely well. But we see already a 2-man smoke here, and I actually thought it's for the mid, but no, this is for the Bristleback. Bristleback already being quite low, and there's actually the Shockwave burst as well as all the rest, and he's going to the secret shop. Oh my god, what a timing. He's dead. One more shot here by Nat. He doesn't even need any skill, just the right clicks are enough. And now, well, the Rasta took the regeneration rune away from the Clockwork, but then again, he was almost full mana anyway. I don't know. The question is now, do we see some pushing here coming out? And yes, it looks like we have a normal creep wave with 2 range creeps pushing against that tower, and of course here the Satire Tormentor at the moment taking care of the next creep wave. There is a Howl, and the Lycan is even rotating in, so there's the early push. The Radiant Cliff has been used, and now the rotations are coming. Shadow Shaman, he's smoked up. Oh, and they want him. Yeah, there is the Shackles, and now he can... Oh, that arrow hitting for a lot of damage, as well as, of course, a nice stun rotation. But the tower is going down, but now they want to pursue something. He is silenced for now. there is a wave from directly going through him, and the chains are coming out as well as the other shock. Now net is going down, and I don't think they can go for more because the Ember already, yeah, out of mana, very low, as well as the Mirana. So I mean, it's a nice rotation, but in the end you still lost your tower, as well as of course this kill on Ghost. I don't know, I mean, it's an okay trade. I mean, the Enchantress death won't matter too much. That net went down is also okay-ish, but now the Doom actually being caught in. He got Scorched Earth off. Now it's like a little battle of the Titans, but I mean, with level 2 Battery Assault, you don't get the Doom down, but at least you force him to use some of his mana. Now, okay, that was very strange. He instantly uses a Clarity, but goes in range, so the Doom is just yeah, interrupting it. So I don't think he got effectively like 10 mana even back on this one. So I don't really know. But now in the mid, is that another push here? Yeah, we have skeletons coming out. There's no cliff available for quite a long time actually. So if they keep this one up, it's quite heavy. Now we have the Howl as well. The funny thing is with the Howl, now the level 1 Howl, just 14 damage plus for heroes. And how much is it for creeps? 5. Yeah, the nerf actually, I mean, kicking in there. Like if you really push that early, only 1 point in Howl, it sums up. Like, I mean, if you really do the math and you have like, let's say 1 or 2 creeps, then you have like this Dark Troll Summoner for skeletons and everything. Like all of those skeletons, and sometimes we see like a triple army of skeletons going for a tower. It actually sums up the nerf into the Howl. So it's a very interesting little tweak in the patch. But I think, yep, I think they just take a new creep and go for something else, and this something else might be the tier 1 tower. So they apply a lot of pressure at the moment, Titan, and the question is if Invasion can do something against it. I mean, the Morphling is farming fine. He has 41 and 15 at the moment against the Bristleback, and oh god, we have an engagement, and he is in a very, very bad position. That arrow actually it hit the... oh my god, it hit the Satire, but he got the Doom off. That's the funny part, but they can't really do anything with it. Mirana is actually leaping out on super low HP. In the meantime, yep, the Lycan is only interested in pushing. The net will probably get out of here. There is an arrow on the Enchantress, and now they just need any potential follow-up. Yes, the other shock will be enough, but still, Lycan doesn't care. He's like, I got the tower. It's all about who gets the last hit, and Carty the Catapult is gonna be the successor here. I mean, Net made it out. He's now finding himself on the mid, getting some nice experience, of course. So in the end, this was definitely nice by Titan. I mean, they get the kill on the Doom. They almost got the kill on the Mirana. At the same time, they only lose the Enchantress for a tier 1 tower and the kill on the safe lane for Invasion. Absolutely in favor for Titan. And the funny part is we already see like preparation wards for Roshan. We are 8 minutes in now. There is a new rune spawning. Oh, and I think we saw... Didn't I just hear? Yeah, I just saw, or heard rather, these wards. So I think they tried to kill a Lycan, but the shackle failed somehow, I guess. So I have no idea what these wards were supposed to be for, but I can only explain it that they wanted to kill NWP here, but it did not work out. But either way, I was just talking about the wards, but now the funny part is he popped a... Okay, that's very interesting. Like, the Sentry ward is going down here, but Mirana is not taking out this Observer ward. Like, this is a quite a misplay, to be honest. Like, he was probably expecting the ward being here or somewhere. I don't know. But the fact is, like, there's still an Observer ward here by Titan, and like, if they are fast, they might actually de-ward it, and there's a lot of gold going down the train of the Mirana, which is obviously not good. Now we have a smoke. Lycan and the Enchantress are going in. I think Enchantress... yeah, she wants a creep or something, or maybe they want to kill on the Doom as a small intermet. So after the Doom is down, they go for Roshan. It could work either way. The smoke is not holding up for too long, but here he can't TP it. Oh, nice hook shot here. He gets him at the side shop. I mean, the Doom is actually coming out, so they have to hurry up. So the Clockwork is surviving, but Nature Attendance, there we go. Come on, heal him up, buddy. Everything's going your way. So in the end, Doom going down. Clockwork will not fall to this Doom, and look at it, 63 and 17. This morph is absolutely not impressed by what Bristleback is trying to do here. And Bristleback, he's 9 or 10 and 0 now. It's not good. Like at 10 and 0, all the time here on the offline. I mean, he gets quite some... No, actually he doesn't even get level. I just wanted to say he gets at least some XP, but he just dinked level 6. And he's supposed to be the mech carrier as well, but this is, I don't know, a 15, 16, 17 minutes mech at best, unless he finds some crazy amount of farm. I mean, he has now the headrest recipe ready, and this is one is coming, but then he's still about 900 gold too late. Now, more creeps taken by the Enchantress. The Lycan, the next target is probably here, the bottom tier 2 tower, I can just assume, but it would not be the best, of course. They have no smoke left. And, okay, the Observer, what I've been talking about here, this one also got killed. I have no idea, I didn't see it because they were busy killing the Doom. But do we see a rotation into Roshan? I mean, they were already once in, but then it was... They decided to go out. I have no idea why actually, but now, oh, the Ember Spirit with the invisibility rune, trying to make something possible, but a sentry ward coming out. The sentry ward is unfortunately here to the right side. If it was here to the left side, they would see the Ember right now, and maybe, or at least they would know about it. Maybe they could even make something happen with it. But it doesn't really matter. I mean, Titan at the moment has a firm grip on this game. There is the Howl coming out, as well as, of course, the Wild Ripper. Let's see what's happening there. But Invasion, well aware of this, and there is a stun. It stuns the poor Wolf, and there is now a Remnant getting cast into the Rosh Pit. But the good thing is, Titan always has their insurance here in form of Morphling. While they do all this, while they apply pressure to the towers, while they force Invasion to group up, lose potential XP, etc. Oh, and they wanna go in again. But this might be actually a mistake there. They have to rotate out, want to rotate out. Oh, and the Clockwork, he gets the Prism back in. I mean, he gets stunned after all, but still, I mean, he will go down, but eventually, yeah, maybe the Clockwork, maybe he could still survive. He's actually surviving. Now they go on the Ember Spirit. Ember Spirit taking so much damage. Now the other shock of the Rasta, oh my goodness, and there's the ultimate, Skywrath ultimate. He is on 1 HP, 2 HP. Wow, okay, Doom is coming out here on the Morphling, but oh, the stun right after. I don't think they have enough damage, but of course, with the Ember being there, he bought back, so at least they secured the kill on the Morphling. So everybody's running back at the moment. The wards, they did the damage, of course, on the tower. So tier 1 tower going down, and a crazy 4 from back trade here, but of course, we saw at least, yeah, we saw only one buyback, this one by the Ember. It's quite costly one, of course. The Ember as such, he doesn't even have drums, like a second part ready. Only the bracers for now. Like before that, he was working with the Stout Shield face boots. Okay, this definitely hurts. I mean, buyback on the Ember needs the damage ASAP. Like later when he gets a crazy amount of damage, the Skywrath and the Enchantress, as well as the Clockwork, they have to be really careful that they don't get, for example, like one-shotted with some nice cleave combo or a crit on the Sleight of Fist. But for now, the Ember is everything but scary. But then again, it's 6-6 at the moment in the 13th minute. Tower-wise, Titan, of course, absolutely having the advantage at the moment. We have the second tier 1 tower down in the mid. The tier 1 tower already lost quite some HP, and now I think it's either Roshan or they want to go for a gank, then in Roshan. Here in the jungle they could find, of course, the Bristleback. That is at the moment Clockwork, could go solo, but here the fight is already come. Skywrath ultimate on the Doom, losing quite some HP, and now, oh, they want to chew through everything. Is the Clockwork maybe doing something from behind? There is the Mass Serpent wards, and this is so much damage, of course, on them. They have to try to kill them, but oh my god, the Quill Spray is also doing so much damage. Now they have to get out. Morphling, oh, he's getting doomed. This is a horrible fight. Now, a Morphling for Shadow Shaman, nothing you really want to do. The Cogs at the moment blocking the way, and the arrow, oh my god, he was dodging it perfectly, but he's running back in. Now the Mirana though, oh, look at the damage. Look at this damage of a Skywrath Mage. This was just the seal, just the concussive shot, and of course the flare coming out. And he pretty much lost, or he would have lost his life there, unless, like, yeah, he had to use stick charges for that. But this was just the Ancient Seal, one concussive shot and one arcane bolt, and both of them on being on level 1, guys. Level 1. It's just crazy. We talk about 46% damage. It's amazing. So a rocket flare and maybe something else. The impetus flying, that would have been the death of Mirana there while the seal is up. So Skywrath Mage doing quite some damage. And now I'm just trying to read chat, so don't wonder, guys. if I'm always a tiny bit silent, then I'm just reading the chat, trying to see what people talk. But of course, Invisible Blue, as usual, in the chat, talking a lot, theorizing and doing everything about the game. I mean, he was spot on with the Morphling pick, therefore he already got his shout out for today. And yeah, Shaman should go dagger before anything else. Sure, yes, I would agree with that, what Mr. Ravoy says in the chat. Then again, here, I don't know, going aggressive with the Shaman is quite dangerous, because you have a lot of things that would also interrupt your initial shackles. Like if you have, for example, you have an Adaptive Strike waiting for you, you have a Seal, a Silence waiting for you, you have a Clockwork with 2 potential interrupts waiting for you. So to be honest, in this game as a Rasta, like Dagger 4 from back, of course it's always a nice item, but you have to be careful. You definitely can't be in the front lines. And now we have a Remnant again scouting out Roshan. So Invasion is well aware of the fact that they could go Roshan, but it's not Roshan. Oh, the Enchantress being caught out here. Super fast burst down. This was a relatively short arrow, and of course the other shark. That was easy kill for them. Now we have on the Lycan, he has a double damage rune, but he has to care. There's an entire team behind him. They, oh my god, from downtown, Icy would say. And now the chicken is running, but he is getting shackled up, and now it's all about right click. So many stuns, and even the Doom has been used just in case he doesn't make it out of here. So 2 going down of Titan at the moment. Invasion striking back with all the force they have, going here as a 5-man gank train. Now they rotate into Roshan, and it's Ember's job to just, yeah, I don't know, defend the tower against the Morphling. It's not like he can solo kill him anyway. But, oh my god, Master Weapon Bolts have been used. There was a scouting arrow, there is the concussive shot actually hitting on 3, but oh my god, the Clockwork was hitting the Enchantress, so no initiation there. This is really unfortunate. Moonlight Shadow is coming out, Mirana leaping away. The Ember is now coming in. Oh, the wards are fast coming down. Oh, there was the impetus on the Seal. He almost went down. He actually gets him with the Rocket Flare in the end. They're all next to each other here, but of course the Moonlight Shadow still preventing them. But now the Moonlight Shadow fading. Is there a slow? Is there a stun? Anything? There is the concussive shot, but the ultimate absolutely off target. And now I think this is just a formality, getting him down. The Chains trying to do, yeah, at least some slowing down, but it doesn't matter. 2 are down. They're going back to Roshan, or actually the Lycan is already done with it, with a double damage rune, of course, as well as the Howl. It's an easy thing to do. And now, yeah, I was like, hey guys, Aegis, who's taking it? And Morph, waveform in, he gets the Aegis, 9-9. It's looking actually quite amazing, this game so far. It's very equal, like a very much 4 from back all the time. Let's have a look into the graphs. I mean, 3000 in XP at the moment for Titan. Of course, like the last one now, this is like adding up Roshan plus 2 kills. And when we look at the gold, well, Titan also having like a small advantage. It's pretty much the same. It's like 4k, but this one can drop anytime and very easily as well. Like just a couple of kills for Invasion, maybe a tier 1 tower, and we are looking at the flatline graph again sooner or later. So let's see how this works out. I mean, Invasion, they were quite a surprise already in the former game we casted. I think it was also this week. So I don't know, like I think both of the teams, they have what it takes to make this happen. And I was already talking about additional tier 1 towers potentially being taken, and now we have the Master Open Wards ready. They're still level 1 of course, but it doesn't really matter. This tier 1 tower is already on 60% HP. They're grouping up as 5, and to be honest, this 5-man strategy, it worked out quite fine. And I don't think they go for this tower. Like Master Open Wards maybe not even used, maybe they save them for the tier 2 tower here. That would be of course the next target. And Titan, I think they want to trade, just for the fact that I think they are well aware of the fact that they could potentially get 2 tier 2s here for the price of only dropping 1 tier 1. So the tier 1 tower actually went down, the Ember got it, and now, oh, they wanted to go for the bristleback, but these cogs, they're not just, they're just pushing back. Oh, but the Rasta, dagger in, and Nat is already down. The arrow not connecting on anything, but they don't even need to. Nat down, Clockwork down, and now the Morphling, yeah, Morphling is definitely out. The entire team has to go back, so in the end, if we summarize this, this was 2 deaths for Titan and a tier 1 tower for Invasion. So that's exactly what I said about the graph. But okay, at the moment it's not, well, it's an equal tower trade, but at least the kills are going in the way of invasion. So I hope this graph is updating soon. I'm very well like really interested in how it updates, because this was an equal trade in towers and kills on top, and yet Titan is farming better. Looks strange to me, but well, let's see. Either way, what's the next step? That's the question. Like, when it comes to core items and everything, that Doom, so that Ochre Club is, yep, it is a BKB which is coming out next. For the Shadow Shaman, that is like going here out to the chat there. Of course, the Blink Dagger is one of the first items on the roster. So here's the initiation. Oh my god, but we have already a go on the Shadow Shaman. He's dying super fast, and now Lycan is trying to do even more. Oh, his damage on the Ember is impressive, but now he's getting stunned up by an arrow, quite a long duration. But oh my god, the hook shot totally off target, and now they have to run. Like, there is maybe another interrupt whatsoever. They're really greedy. They almost find themselves soon in the base if they keep this chase on. I mean, all of them here are being super fast. Of course, the drums helping. It's really too bad, because this hookshot could have potentially meant another 1 or 2 kills. But yeah, hookshots, they have to hit. So in the end, just the Rasta going down. Am I right? No, I'm not right. Yes, I'm right. Only the Rasta actually going down in this entire chase. Was just making sure if I didn't miss a kill, but I didn't. So yeah, Rasta, I don't know why and how, but he just got stomped by that Lycan. Easy going for him. Like, that wasn't even a medallion or anything. This was really just Sanga Yasha on a Lycan, which is an interesting approach, to be honest. Like, I don't know how many Sanga Yashas there have been on Lycans, but this is one of the first ones I see in a professional game. But then again, see Dota? I think it's the first one I see. Now, there's a nice little arrow on the Morphling. I mean, the Nezuko is of course taking the Linkens away, and oh, now the chains, now it actually gets interesting. There's the waveform out, and did I hear another hookshot? Failing. Yes, another hookshot into one of his teammates. So Clockwork, I don't know, this is the second teammate hookshot, and also the second hookshot that does not connect. Like, at the start of the game he was absolutely on spot. I mean, with the help of Clockwork, or one of his first hookshots in the game, they got, for example, the Doom kill. But since then, like, he hasn't been nice with targeting. I mean, he's now level 11, so we have a reduced cooldown, like only 55 seconds, which means he can he can F it up once per minute now if he wants to. But yep, Invasion, they don't want to take it anymore. They don't want to lose more towers without striking back. And this 5-man smoke, it's very nice, because just imagine if that wasn't the smoke, like, those wolves would have scouted it out, and they gonna hit badly on something. There's the Lycan, oh my god, and he's held in place, stunned by arrow, like, kept even in place by pretty much everything they got, the whole arsenal. And now they want to go for the Morphling. Like, Morphling, cooldown on Morph, do they have detection? Linkens is down, he's losing quite some damage, but oh, the Shadow Shaman, nice reaction there. But now they're all being blocked by the cogs, like 1, 2, 3, 4, the Morphling, ha, using this, he wanted to TP out, but oh my god, you're so going down, even with the Morph strength. Yes, the H is going down. Does the team follow up? He's surrounded by all of them. Like, this is really bad, but nice waveform, of course. Is there an arrow? Is there anything? The Troll Summoner holding the Doom back. The Linkens again down. He's hacked, but he's also super tanky. The arrow actually hitting on the Doom. Now Impetus from the range, but they're still doing so much. So in the end, Clockwork is going down. And the Ember, oh, he wants more. He really wants more. And yeah, they definitely get the Enchantress. But the Morphling in the background here is fighting manly against the Doom. Now, he can't really morph into anything else. But, oh my god, another waveform. And yeah, this time he morphed out. He already sent the morph in another direction. But it's nice. Like, the high value kill like can happen there. And like 2 little bonus kills on the way. So this smoke was absolutely worth it. Like 100 gold spent, and probably above 600, 700, 800 gold being out there. Was anyone on a killing spree or similar? No. So this was just normal kills. So let's say about 900 or 800 gold in return if you do the math for this, of course, plus the experience coming all this way. There's a few in our chat saying Fakara 337 is saying, I think you win the game who hookshots more the teammates, so Titan wins. Yeah, if it's really about hitting your teammates with hookshot as much as you can, then Titan is definitely the favorite to win here. And now, oh, this arrow is probably full duration, but I don't think they're gonna follow up. They are probably afraid that there is some sort of follow-up, but yeah, this arrow that was close to the 5-second mark, it really came from downtown ice, you would say, but I'm not saying it, don't worry. Now in the mid we have some harass damage and the Ember. Now he got actually quite some heavy influx of gold, like the Battle Fury is done, the drum is done, and now, well, we see a potential hookshot coming out. I hope this time maybe on target, but I already talked about the remnants. Oh, he's actually getting stunned here now, rather ensnared with the chains. And we have top. Okay, there was a denied try of the Morphling, but the Master Weapon Ward's doing already job. So that means we have no tier 1 towers for either team left. It's all about the tier 2s, but their invasion is already one short. It's only Titan who got all the 3 left. Roshan, well, saying soon hello again, but if Roshan comes back, then invasion we'll see here, because EZG, he already put a remnant into the rush pit. But let's see what they're doing. Like, there is some warding, de-warding attempts coming out. Nice ward here, by the way, in a very unconventional spot. Usually we see it rather here, or sometimes if they don't want to go too much into there. So this ward actually also giving vision. I think, yeah, it gives vision here, whoever is farming. So that's some nice ward if you're really interested in ganking someone. And this, I mean, this camp is always prone to, I don't know, be farmed because it's the closest one. But now, oh, there is an arrow scouting. No one is in there, and there is a Lycan morph up, which is scouting, and there's also a smoke on the other side. But now their smoke ran out, and they're standing on the other side, ready to do something, wait for something, and they don't have to wait for much longer, because yeah, the Lycan is coming. Does he use, yeah, BKB, everything on, as well as the Doom, of course. Doom is already out, but there is a nice stun here. So the first one to go down is Clock and Rasta, and now Bristle is trying to tank anything up, but the Morphling already getting a double kill here. Buybacks actually happening. Now he's morphing back to strength. The Ember trying to get something, especially here on the Enchantress and Net. They have to get those 2 supports killed to make it worth. His ultimate not doing anything. Another slide of fist. Yes, Enchantress is going down, and Net is the next one. The right clicks of the Marana sealing the deal, but Jesus, that was a buyback on the Marana because she died really early, and the Morph is eventually the one who's getting out. That was a full-out fight. Another buyback here on Invasion, another buyback that was actually worth it because Marana was fast enough back on the battlefield. And yeah, it is very interesting how they trade. 17 and 12 at the moment for Titan. I mean, I actually thought after Morphling got a double kill there, it looks good for Titan, but in the end they lost another their supports again, and I don't know, they didn't get like a too high value kill. I mean, Doom didn't go down, Amber didn't go down, and those are the 2 heroes who have to die eventually. The Marana, well, still full on a support trip, but eventually also the Marana is gonna start doing here and there some damage, like a Maelstrom, even on a Marana who's, oh, that is a nice arrow actually, but yeah, absolutely off target here on the Lycan. And Fakada, I say, late game will change because the shotgun is coming out. Oh, well, I'm interested in it. I mean, the Morphling already got his shotgun. We already saw it in this fight. That's how he got his second kill. And now, oh my god, like, that is a very bad position you are. He's doomed. Oh, the rest is just formality. Look at this. He just got, yeah. That was not fair at all. This was a 1-on-5. He got pretty much scouted out, and even with the, I think that was the invisibility rune who gave him these balls to go into enemy jungle. And yeah, this sentry ward here, he was caught directly under it. It's just too good. The Clockwork actually didn't use a rocket flare when someone saw where it's coming from, because he's here, but in worst case scenario, of course, he has a town, like, yeah, I was just to say the full name, like a town portal scroll. So a TP scroll is on him. But yeah, he's holding back for now. I think that's a mistake going out here. If he shows, he's pretty much fast death. But of course, he can come from the back, which is then surprising. Maybe it also helps him with aiming his arrows, hook shots. So now Master Weapon Walls are coming out here. T2 is the next project of invasion. And yeah, creep wave pretty fast cleared, and that tower is going down. Roshan is, by the way, back up, so if they wanted to, they could just rotate back into it. Then again, the Lycan is back. He is there. He's TPing here to the tier 2 tower. In the meantime, Morph, of course, still farming Lincoln's shotgun. We already talked about it. And 2.5k on top of it. So Morph is getting more and more tankier. The shotgun, of course, more dangerous, as in he can morph more and more into intelligence with the stats he gains. And I think, I don't know, maybe the next is, yeah, we have another ultimate orb. So Manta or Scouty as a potential go. And now Lycan already on Roshan. Of course, Titan has here the dire advantage when it comes to Roshan, and I don't think Invasion can do anything because the Ember, he has no Remnant here in this area. Or actually, he has a Remnant in Roshan, but I don't know how much or for how long this one is holding. And they go in this time. Clockwork, easy hit, and oh my god, the Rasta just melting down. There has been like a defensive dust being used. The Remnant, by the way, it just died around the same time Roshan died, so no way for him to like maybe get in and maybe snatch the Aegis and then Remnant out or something. It just didn't work. So in the end, they lose the Shadow Shaman, and yeah, they even lose Roshan. I mean, as a Radiant side, you can't really talk about losing Roshan, but in the end, they didn't have any chance to contest it. Whatever they tried, it failed horribly because hookshot on target, and then the easy setup with the Skywrath Mage ultimate, which is, by the way, of course, now level 2. So we talk about 1000 damage as in magic, and there is an arrow. Oh, this was for the Enchantress. Oh, that was really unfortunate. The Centaur is getting stunned up instead of the Enchantress. 4 stuff into safety pretty much. Now the Lycan, well, just in case he's around here. Scouting now with the Wolves. Do we have a gem now? Like, we have to actually look, but the gem is actually worth it on Invasion side, I think. Maybe the Bristleback as a carrier. So, because those Wolves, I mean, so far he didn't use the Wolves for too much scouting. He's actually keeping them relatively close to himself. But usually we see like the Wolves like on follow on another enemy heroes or in key spots, just scouting it out, being pretty much like additional observer wards on the map. And I mean, as I said, he does not do it. He's scouting here and there, of course, with it, but always in close proximity to the Lycan. It's something I don't really like it, because at this point he doesn't really need it. And yeah, well, Morphling, he got a morph up so he can go out any time, unless of course he's getting to the Ember taking care of the creep wave. That's the easy thing for him to do. There is a Daedalus of course on him, so he's also getting very, very dangerous. Like, we saw that actually happening already once in a game. There was about 90 minutes, and they had the better fight, they had a better drop and everything, but they had the other team had an Ember, and they just couldn't go high ground whatsoever, because the Ember just took out everything with a double Battle Fury and a double Daedalus. Like, whatever came close to the base was instantly taken out. Even if you wanted to go high ground, there was no way to do it. But yeah, I talked about a gem before, and look at it. We have a gem, but not on the team I suspected. It is on net here on Titan's side. So Titan with this gem, of course, they must not lose it. So net has to stay around. And to be honest, the prediction for this gem is, or my prediction is, that it's gonna change owner pretty fast, because if the fights go just remotely similar to how they have been before, then it's looking bad, because so far the Enchantress and the Skywrath Mage almost dying in each and every fight as like residual leftovers to secure, I don't know, the Lycan for example, and the Morph getting away. But now it's definitely looking interesting. There is a Remnant here by the... oh my god, they go for him! Before he could do anything, before he could Remnant out, like, he was silenced up. Ancient Seal, shotgun, crazy amount of damage, of course. It's not like he has too much stats anyway, because he only got the drums, but still. Shotgun plus the Ancient Seal, so we talk about... is that already level 4? We have to look at it. Yeah, it is level 4, Ancient Seal. So we're looking at 46%, 45%, I mean, damage amplification, plus a shotgun on top of it, and he even used his ultimate there. So that was easy going. 18 and 14 in the 34th minute at the moment. Putting some numbers on this time, and look at it. Like, in gold, just 2,500 for Titan, of course, still having like a small tower advantage, simply because there's only one tier 1 tower, a tier 2 tower left. Oh, there's a nice arrow, but he's protected by a gem. Easy going, by a gem I say. by by invisibility rune and no gem on anything else. But does he maybe go for the Mirana? I mean, I doubt it, but I mean, his double damage just ran out. And talking about towers, this tower is probably going down as well. The Ember still out for 5 seconds. Yeah, tower going down. Invasion gave up hope on this one, and now the last craft coming your way. Invasion actually managed for like a short time, for about like 2-3 minutes, to get like a small XP advantage. But now with the latest kills, and there's actually a go on the Doom, but this is just there to, I don't know, say hello. Shotgun, of course, into adaptive strike and away form, and then just morph out. So just some harass damage coming Doom's way, and to be honest, he's successful because he got exactly what he wanted. Doom is going back to the fountain, losing of course HP, potential XP, etc. and everything. So morph getting really ballsy. We have Lincoln's Ethereal Blade, those 2 items we saw all the time already, and now, yep, the orb we saw what, 8 minutes ago? Oh no, that was even at the 27th minute I showed it. So not, yeah, 7-8 minutes ago. This transformed really fast into Eye of Skadi. Morph getting super tanky. And to be honest, I don't see anyone killing him at the moment. Not with a team standing behind this morph. That's the problem. Like, if you get morph alone, maybe. If you get him doomed before he can do anything else, get a morph up or get out on the morph, it's fine. But you have to pretty much commit an entire team on killing this morph once he started morphing into strength. So, oh, I actually see Coucher arrived in the chat. He's the guy who's responsible for this game being deleted from our schedule. Feel free to hate on him. But yeah, either way, it's 18-14, 37th minute, and now, to be honest, both teams are kind of holding back. Like, Invasion still hoping to get here and there some farm up. Maybe, for example, the Ember, he needs definitely gold to buy back. Like, it's very important that if he has in some fight where it's really close, if he still has a remnant on the battlefield, he can come back directly after the buyback. At the moment, he has 1,800 gold. The buyback would probably, yeah, this would be enough for a buyback. So let's see if he keeps it or if he wants to buy something really fast. Then again, what else would he buy? I mean, I don't know, if he goes for a double Daedalus build, it would definitely be interesting. There's a remnant here, but everything here is happening under observer wards. And oh my god, Ember, you don't want to be there. There is a potential hookshot coming your way. There is the silence of the Ancient Seal, and they wrap around, and he's TPing out. Oh, he actually makes it out. Yeah, he just TP'd away. So the entire team here ready to defend. And Titan, I don't know if they feel like going high ground. That's the biggest thing for them at the moment. I mean, Roshan will come back, but it still takes quite some time till he's back. In the meantime, Titan can still farm down the entire map. That's the biggest difference. Like, they have the enemy jungle if they wanted to. They have their own jungle, as well as, of course, the lanes. So, gold-wise, of course, Titan should do much better at the moment. And yes, they do. Like, they're again back up to their 5k advantage on both crafts, which they already had, like, 20 minutes ago. But with the next Roshan, I think they're ready to go high ground, or at least attempt high ground. And then we have to see how Invasion is doing. I know what they're doing right now because they are in a Moonlight Shadow. They want to get the Lycan. Let's see if that's enough. I mean, there is like a morph of the Clockwork. Oh my god. Don't mistakenly take it for a Clockwork. No, it's not the real one. Yes, they reacted nicely. But now they have to kill it because it's giving vision, of course. So, oh well, that's too bad. So this Moonlight Shadow not going anywhere with it. Roshan respawns in 30 seconds, but let's see if Titan is patient enough. I mean, 30 seconds means sometimes quite a lot in Dota, and at least they can force Invasion back, because Invasion, it looks like maybe they're pushing top, but then again, we have, yeah, Mirana already going back, we have the Ember in place already, of course, Sleight of Fist just pushing it out, and, well, both of them, they're actually heading back at the moment. Oh, there's a nice stun here on NWP, and they're going in, but do they even go for more? There is, at least. Yep, the BKB is being baited out, and that is of course now the best sign for Titan to fall back. You don't want to engage in an all-out fight without the BKB on the Lycan. Roshan is respawned right now, and all going back. This is transforming into a bit Mexican standoff slash Chinese Dota, but oh my god, we have a go here, and he is getting stand up. This was a big mistake. I mean, Lycan, you just used your BKB, and yeah, I don't know why he stayed around. That was not worth the Ancients. Getting, I don't know, 300 gold from the Ancients, losing your life for 65 seconds, giving maybe even Invasion the opportunity to go for a Roshan. The buyback on Lycan would be ready if he wanted to. If they want to contest, or they go for another morph here. At least they didn't spend like a Doom or something. In the meantime, well, the clockwork. Oh, what did I do? I clicked on the shop. Of course, I'm not interested in buying anything. But yeah, look at them. They want to go high ground. They want to make something happening. There are the wards, of course, coming out. No buyback so far. The Morphling, well, he has a TP, but this one has 5 seconds. Yeah, 5 seconds cooldown right now. And there is the hook shot, and they get the Shadow Shaman. He will pretty much die. Oh, no, not yet. The Kiilstofte is holding back a bit, but the second impetus, not even needed. Just a punch of the clockwork. In the meantime, of course, some damage by the Morphling on the tier 3 tower. The wards and everything has been cleaned up, but like if you sum it up, still a better trade for Titan. I mean, Invasion did quite some damage on a tier 3 tower, but I mean, oh, nice arrow here, just holding them back. This is probably full duration, but either way, Titan is getting Roshan. They got the kill on the Rasta. They got some damage on the tier 3 tower top, and I don't know. All they had to trade for it was a Lycan, of course, which made the whole thing possible. And now they still... This is also Cheese Roshan. We're in the 41st minute now. Roshan gave Aegis Cheese. And yeah, let's see in the mid. Well, the towers are full HP when it comes to those lanes. Here the Morphling did some work. But yeah, Titan is, I think, now in a good position to go if they wanted to. Let's see what it is. I mean, at the moment they're heading towards bottom. And maybe we see the others coming like from a different angle. Maybe they catch someone, but Invasion, they're sticking together at the moment. The only one who's sticking up his nose out of the base is the Ember at the moment. He might want to do something in the mid. He can, of course, like have a remnant there and then TP back just in case. But yep, it's a bit forth and back. But when it comes to like split pushing and everything, the Morph is definitely superior. Talking about the Morph, another huge item coming. There is a butterfly happening at the moment. So a Morph with Cheese, a Butterfly, Skadi, the Ethereal Blade, and the Lincoln Sphere. This is it's getting really scary. I don't know what Invasion is gonna do against this. First of all, it's Moonlight Shadow, clearing the wave with Sleight of Fist. Like, is there anything? But now in the mid, look at this. So the tier 3 tower actually going down. Titan being pressed out of this. Okay, it's interesting to say the least. Well, there's a lone small satire Domancer trying to do his best with the shockwave spam, but 125 damage at this time of the game here. We're entering like the late game. There's the shackle coming out on it. Yeah, get it, 98 gold. That's absolutely worth it, but what was not worth it is of course losing the Ember at the same time. So this shackle on Team Domancer trading for an Ember kill. 80 seconds out. We have to look at the buyback, and yes, he has buyback if he wanted to. The problem is now, of course, we have no BOTs here on the clockwork. We have no BOTs on him. By the way, Skywrath Mage with Gem and Shadowblade. It's interesting. I have no idea for what, but he just bought a Shadowblade. The hell is going on? Either way, Lycan is going in. He's protected by the Aegis. He's already munching through the tower. But, oh, the Bristol is saying, hey, man, like, we get rid of this Aegis. There is actually an arrow flying. They dodge it. And for now, he's surviving. But, of course, a lot of Squill sprays and everything. It's funny, but even without the Ember, they can hold this base. It's just, I don't know, amazing to see. They really need the shotgun burst on top of the seal. That's very, very crucial. And talking about the Ancient Seal coming here, Skywrath Mage on its way with his newly acquired... Oh my god, this arrow. Now, do we have a shotgun attempt? No. Lincoln's is already off. Nezuko, one of the best abilities, of course, to get it off. Now 5 people off Titan in front of the base. But the problem is, of course, Ember. He spawns now in 3 seconds. And, well... Now, I don't know, they couldn't break high ground again, just the Bristleback standing there. And now the Ember's there with Sleight of Fist. They need a hell of a good initiation to make this happen. But of course, I mean, they have the hook shot. They have, of course, here the nice magical burst on one of the targets if he hits someone. They have the Lycan munching through, BKB pretty much being invincible for quite a while. And wait, did the morph just leave the lane without leaving a morph? Where's the morph? No, there's none up. Okay, that's definitely interesting. But yep, I think on the morphling, unless he keeps it now, of course, for the buyback, we might actually see BOTs as the next one. But of course, for now, he's keeping the money, 2,300. So he only had 300 left if he would buy it. Of course, the buyback is much higher value now. And yeah, both teams, I don't know, this is really like a standoff. There's now a gem, by the way, on the Mirana. So I think, yeah, we have 2 gems now on the pitch. 1 on the Mirana, 1 on the Skywrath Mage. Mirana, like, she's not starting to go into right click. I've been theorizing about this already in the draft, that the Mirana, when it goes really late, can start doing some right clicks and everything. Now, actually, we see, yep, the Morphling is clearing out whatever damage was done here to the range tracks. And I don't know, getting the range tracks down for an entire set of Master Weapon. Oh, but Mirana, you want to go back. You really want to go back. And there is a hookshot on the Ember, but he's getting pushed out. There's the BKB. Oh, he tried something at least with the Sleight of Fist, and this arrow not connecting. I mean, it's connecting on 1 wolf, but it's just 1 out of possible 3 wolves. The important wolf here is still alive and not stunned up whatsoever. But are they really going and waiting for another Roshan to make this happen? That the 4th Roshan, also of course cheese and everything would be there. That would be interesting. Like, it feels more and more like Chinese Dota. The problem is, there hasn't been any crazy item progression on the Ember Spirit, like except for the BKB as his newest item. But on top of that, I mean, he got like 4,400 gold now, and I don't know. The Aegis is being reclaimed in about 30 seconds. Roshan, well, then obviously takes still quite a while. The question is, do they want to go for something there? They go on the Morphling. Oh, there's the shotgun. Well, it's quite a lot of damage he does there. Now the Lycan is gone in. He wants to use this Aegis. Yeah, he wants to do the most possible damage with his Aegis that he can. Or actually, does he? He does not fully commit. So they're going out. The Aegis, they're not coming back. I don't think they're coming back. So I don't know. It's really like tower damage by tower damage. This tower lost in the last 10 minutes, I don't know, 200 or 300 HP. That's the biggest achievement we've seen so far. The rest has been all out farming. And well, look at the graphs. We have experience about 10k heading towards Titan, but then again, the later a game goes, the less significant XP graph will be, because we have to look at the hero levels. We have the Morphling already 25, so in 1 level he's someone who cannot contribute to an XP advantage of Titan. The Ember and the Lycan will be the next one. The Doom, actually quite surprising. I mean, the Doom without the Midas, not having too much, of course, experience, but now they want to go in the mid. There is a double damage on the Ember. That's of course the best thing that can happen. There's a Doom on the Lycan, and now everything's hell is breaking loose. But look at the damage by the Ember. That's insane with the double damage. So they want to go for the morph. For now, oh, nice hookshot out there. This one was really on target, but he's kept in place by the chains. 4 are down for Titan. I was just looking at the crafts. There are 2 gems here, like 2 nice eyes. Wait, actually, here's smiley, nose, hair. Look at this. Perfect. I love it. Anyway, so now the Rex is the next thing to do, and the Master Rewards are out. The massive buybacks are coming by the Lycan Atamon, by the Clockwork, and come on, they at least get the range tracks, and there is the Lycan popping the BKB, following up here. Is there another hookshot? 5 more seconds to find something here, and oh my god, the Abyssal Blade's done right now, but the problem is everything faded so far, and the hookshot! Wow, this time he's so awesome with the hookshots. Between all those heroes, he's getting it, and now, wow, he's just eating through that Bristle Bag. So in the end, 3 of them die actually. That's quite a return there of Titan, but of course they have to spend the buybacks, and they lost the range racks, but then again, oh wait, where's the Rex? The Rex is gone. Okay, question mark. Like, did actually nobody in the back take care of those Mass Serpent wards? I think that was a big mistake. Like, I thought, like, hell, yeah, okay, range racks down. Like, now 2 cores die of invasion, so Titan is pretty much getting the money back they need to pretty much reclaim the losses of their, say, of their buybacks and everything. But no, like, nobody took care of this, and this is, of course, a big mistake, because now they actually 1 racks down, which is, of course, bad. But at least they get Roshan, as well as now the cheese ages. So actually, we have to look at this graphs. This is going to be a very interesting development. Like in XP, you see this. This was pretty much the close to team wipe for Titan there. So they lost quite some XP there. And when it comes to gold, well, they're still holding in place, of course, because they got the return kill. They got Roshan. They get all the Roshans. We're at the 15th minute, and now it's time for Titan to strike back, to reclaim their honor and get the racks. There's some warding coming out, of course. Like the problem, of course, is now the gem. One is still on the Marana, the other one probably sitting somewhere in the base. Yeah, it's in the chicken. So they don't have any vision when it comes to Moonlight Shadow, when it comes to warding, of course. So they have no idea if Invasion knows exactly where they are, if there's directly a ward under their nose. We have to see, do they have any other detection? Like, I'm trying to check it out. Yeah, like he had to switch to conventional detection again. Sentry wards as well as observer wards coming out on the Skywrath mage. Bristleback, well, he's getting a bit more ballsy. Like Tanky, yes, he's getting started. Like the Reaver is already up. He had, if he wanted to, of course, the money to get the Vit booster, and well, let's see. I mean, a heart on him would definitely mean a lot, but I don't know. Let's see what's happening. Either way, the Ember Spirit is easy to just clean out one wave. The Morph actually, oh, he wants to. He's just coming in, saying hello, and oh my god! Now that was a nice combination. Now he's held in place, and is he going down? That's the question. I don't think they have enough damage. I think yeah. The Rasta even dies. Like the team not following up. On the other side, Titan is continuing here with this split push. So Rasta down, just in a bad attempt to go for the Morphling. This is bad. This is really bad. Now the Morphling joining here on this side of the pitch. I mean, oh, there's a super long hookshot on the Mirana, and she's dying directly in the Skywrath ultimate. But now all the stuns are coming out. There is actually a Doom. Who got the Doom? I don't even see it. I think it's the Lycan. So, but everybody's super clutch fight. The Aegis is down. Rasta fought back. Now the Kiilstofte buying him some time. And oh, the stun, but Clockwork. He's not. Oh my goodness. The Ember, I mean, gets at least a kill on the Skywrath mage. But in the meantime, Lycan, where do you run? There has been the blink. And you're so in trouble. You're so in trouble. There's the Hacks, Nasal Goo, and you can just watch him die. I have no idea what he was trying to do at the enemy fountain, but yeah, I guess it was a nice attempt, maybe stalling some time. How much did he have to his ultimate? Too bad. It would have been there. By the time he died, he would have had like, what, 5 seconds left for his ultimate, and could have maybe gone here, like this way up and then into the top lane or something. I guess it was worth a try, but the fact remains, Invasion, they keep their base. And Titan, even though they have the better, I don't know, farm and experience and everything, they're just not breaking this high ground at the moment. It's pretty amazing. I think they could have gone and continued with the split push they had, because it worked out nicely. Like, I mean, the Shadow Shaman committing there to the Morph and dying in the process. The Ember before, you're losing half his HP just from a shotgun harass. So the Morph was actually able to do quite some damage here on a tier 3 tower, eventually maybe getting it down, while the other guys doing also some damage over time on the other towers. So the split push approach, I actually liked it, but now Invasion, they don't want to wait in their base anymore. I mean, the crafts, they look pretty much stagnant. You can pretty much draw a line here and flat it out, like the average, the mean between all those crafts, and I don't know, let's see. The Cliff has been used now on Titan's side. The hookshot would be, well, nicely in place, but for now there's a lot of creeps. There is, oh, the Master Promoter already coming out, and there's the hookshot on how many? On 3. There's so much damage, of course, now coming out, and 4 staff. But let's see, whoever is in there, you're in a bad position. And yes, Morphling is going down. There is the instant buyback, of course. The Rax already down. Net is the next one to die. He got hit by an arrow. Morphling can't really do anything. They lose so many Raxes now. So the second lane down. They have to go top. And the creeps are already waiting. Look, a mini army of creeps already coming there. And they're only 5 versus 4. An arrow, scouting, not finding anything. They're still busy, I don't know, cleaning the rest here. And this is GG. If they don't do anything, this is GG. They're committing to the Rexes. The mini Rex is down. I don't know, maybe they hold themselves with the range Rex, but it doesn't look like it. There's another hook shot here on a Mirana. Mirana probably no, not going down yet. Actually now the shotgun securing the entire thing, and Morphling. Oh yeah, that was a nice 4-staff. Now the Eye of Skadi is of course ticking, and he just has to keep it up. Come on, where's the Abyssal Plate? Stun. There they go. Does he go on the other side? But oh, the Plate Mate is coming out as well as oh, the BKBs. Everything has been popped, and oh, he's going down. Morphling, you're so dead. And this is GG. This has to be GG. The rest is just a formality, a cleanup crew. Maybe Remnant top. Yes, there we go. Oh, and the chains are hitting. The rest is just about, yep, shackle him. And there we go. At the shock, even securing the last one. So, GG. Amazingly played by Invasion. I mean, wow. That was a surprise. Like all the time I'm looking at the game that has been dominated by Titan, but Invasion, master of defense, and after all this game is called Defense of the Ancients. If you can't defend it, you lose the game. So Titan couldn't break high ground regardless of how many Roshans, how many Aegis, G's and whatnot they had. In the end they gave Invasion the time they had to strike back, and with this horrible fight in the bottom lane, they lost pretty much the game. From then on it spiraled downwards all the way. It took them pretty much 3 minutes to finish this game and capitalize on all the mistakes Titan did. The whole thing is a 2-game series, guys, so hang in there, stay tuned. Game 2 will be up in just a second. My name is HeflaTV, here the manager and caster of HeflaTV. This was a super short notice game, and yep, I'm glad to be here with you. It was super much fun. I mean, 55 minutes. It was amazing and beautifully done by Invasion. Another surprise win by those guys. Let's see how game 2 is coming. Be right back.